Good morning. Somebody out there will give me a lovely little audio check. I would appreciate it. How is everyone doing today? 1:30 a.m. All right. It's going to be a semi-shorter one today. One of my cats decided to come home hurt last night, so we were checking her out. We were up late with that. Got to take her off to the vet today, see if we can figure out how to help the poor guy. Don't know what he got into, but he curled up between my legs last night in the bed and he didn't move all night long. Poor dude. Can't hardly touch his back leg without him screaming at you. Nothing feels broke, but I don't know what he did. Anywho, how are all of you doing? I figured I was ready and saw there were a couple people sitting there, so I thought I'd hop in and start early. I think the next iteration of the monkey paws are being contemplated, looking at doing a deep hook version. Stay tuned for that. That ought to be interesting. See how they work. Had several requests for that, so thought I would go for it. I added another lock to my I got it open line. Can you see it? It's a Master 6835. That was really the first lock that I have picked that I had dropped down to the 16 thousandths pick. And, I don't know. Can you see this? Let me change cameras here. I want to show you guys this because this is crazy. Come on. All right. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's hard to get it on camera. Right in here, you can see, and I can feel it just ever so slightly. There's a little tweak. And has nothing to do with picking and doing your thing and the pick being weak. It had to do with I have a lock. I left it upstairs. Another 6835. I took it apart to lube it because it was really stiff. And when I put it together, somehow I ended up with the core off just a hair. And I was messing with it. And I went to grab a pick just to see if I could turn it. And I goofed up and I grabbed the 16 thousandths. I folded this thing up. It looked like an S. I mean, it was really, really nasty. I straightened that thing out and I've been using it for several days now. And yeah, it doesn't care. So it didn't bother it one bit. It just bent, sideways, made an ass out of it. But this is the shape of the pick. That's the way it's supposed to look. But there's a kink right in here. I can see it, but you can barely even feel it from where I straightened it out. So it did pretty good. Poor pick, beating the poor snot out of it. Well, that's what I kind of thought at first too, Pocket Woman, on the cat. And I tried to go over everything pretty good. I'm not finding anything that feels swollen. I'm not finding any open wounds or sores. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he got into, but yeah, I was surprised that it straightened out and seems to be holding up just fine. I compared it with my other one and everything matches up just right. So, hey, it works. It works. That's the important part. So, what are you guys working on these days? What is your challenge, if you will? My recent challenge was building my challenge lock and sending out. If anybody feels like hopping on the camera with me, let me know. I will send you a link. You can join up, BS a little bit. Building that challenge lock was fun. I had some definite challenges in trying to learn how to make pins that I need to figure out. I still don't know what the heck I did wrong, but I wound a bunch of them. Yeah, that's why we're just going to take him in and have him checked over and see what's going on, because poor guy is in a serious amount of pain. But now I got to find him. I don't know where he went to this morning. He's hiding on me, and I haven't located his hidey hole yet. 234 old Lockwood padlock, huh? Yeah, it'd be fun to find some of those oldies like that to play with a little bit. That would be kind of cool. You know, and just when you think you can't go even lighter on tension, you find something like the 6835. And I mean, you just barely even touch that tension wrench. It's crazy how light the tension is in order to make that thing work. Of course, not today. You know, I'm on camera, I can't open it. But that's how it goes, right? Oh, man, I think I'm coming down with something too. Getting all plugged up again. Good thing I think I've got a doctor's appointment this coming week anyway for a follow-up. So I'm gonna have to look up that 200. Is it? You saying it's 234-year-old Lockwood padlock? An old lock. You know, if locks could talk, right? Think of what the history would be behind something like that. That'd be crazy. Yeah, totally hell live stream. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Well, and I've slept since I picked it, right? So now I forgot everything. Oh, there we go. There it went. It's kind of a fun little block, actually. I'm really enjoying these. See, now this is exactly what I'm talking about. This isn't the same as what happened on the other one, but how the heck do you undo this? Good morning, Mr. Watt. How are you today? Grab another one out of the box. Comparison here, because I don't know what the heck I just did to this lock. Picked it open, closed the hasp, but now it's crooked. And for the life of me, I can't. Yeah, that's what I thought. It should be going that way. It's not fully rotated the wrong way. So let's just see. There. All right. Whew. I tell you what, I am on the struggle bus today. I know, right? That's how I jacked up the one pick already. You know, I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. It's like I said, not enough coffee yet. I got to get my, can't see it, Black Rifle coffee on today. Didn't take time to make up a jug for the other one. Yeah, and I had a decent tool right here for doing it, so I should have used that. You are very right. I need to learn to pay better attention to what the heck I'm doing. Now let me put this one away. It's almost garage sale season here. Starting to warm up. I expect those will be kicking off here soon. So that'll be I'm going to task my sister-in-law. She garage sales like a mad person. I've had that happen with the 1100s. I just hadn't had it happen with that one yet. So it just screwed with my mind. And then I was trying to look at, do I turn it the wrong way? Like I said, not enough coffee. I just got out just before we started. So, hey, good morning, Newhouse. How the heck are you today? Oh, eat there, buddy. Yeah, I don't need you coming up here today. Yeah, you'll just come steal everything because that's what you do. Next up, I'll start working on these Master 410 Lottos. They're a little different, being the dead core, dead shackle. It'll be a little different to feel. I was kind of curious. I think it's actually a. Oh my word! Oh, what was up last night, man? Yeah, the Lotto lock has more pins to it than my 6835. 6835 is a 5-pin. This Lotto, good grief! I can't even pick up a key. Looks like it's a 6-pin. Yep, 6-pinner. So that one, and that's even, I think, even a tighter keyway than the 6835 has. So I know, right? I hate these. I have messed with those and messed with those. And then I've got this Avis too that has absolutely driven me nuts. I've never gotten anywhere with this stupid lock. Which model is that one? 7440. It's kind of a wicked looking little key. Super sick. That's never any fun. What, bud? All right. Well, here comes the thief. Yeah. Where's your brother hiding? Huh? Where's he hiding? Nope. See, look at it. Already after my picks. Yeah. Keep that up, buddy. You just keep it up. I need you to help me find your brother, though. I need to know where he decided to hide in this house today. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling a bit better today. Nothing worse than feeling like crap. No, no. You can't have my picks. Yeah, I saw Packlock had a 410. This cat is cool. Yeah, this cat's a pain in my rear, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, I'd like to get him turned over here so you can actually see the eyes on this guy. He has the coolest eyes. Oh, what happened? Where'd it go? Oh, helps if I go to the right place that I actually have a camera. Can you look at the camera for everybody? He's got such incredibly blue eyes. They are the craziest eyes on him. Really like him. He's a good buddy. Finally got you. Yeah. I finally got my 6835. That's about my extent. Hey, drop it. Yeah. Yeah. And then I need to start working on, I'm going to try working on another challenge lock. Figure out some more lovely stuff to play with here as well. My first challenge lock is out there in the wild. So see where that ends up. Loose Shirt did a video on it. And then he was going to pass it on. I don't remember who he said it was going to next. Sweetness. Well, I doubt if I'll have it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Mail doesn't come tomorrow. So Monday. But sweetness. Thank you, sir. I'm looking forward to playing with that little doodad. Doodads and bobs and all that good fun stuff. That thing looks pretty cool. I'd looked at several of them before you were making them, and it's pretty crazy. Your price is amazing compared to what a lot of other places are selling similar devices for. Those similar little pry bars. Huh. Ow! Why? Why, buddy? Why? Why? Ouch! That's my finger. Oh. I gotta hide stuff from you, don't I? Again, that's my finger, buddy. Don't bite me. Yeah, that hurts. He keeps it up, man. One of these times I'm going to send somebody a package of stickers, and it just might be a box including a cat. Huh. Huh. Yeah, you've got an amazing price on those things. So, anybody's ever thought about a little pocket pry bar, go check out Newhouse's shop. They look amazing. I'm excited to get it, check it out, add it to my daily carry of goodness. One of these days I'll have to do a pocket dump, right? Show all the different things that I carry. Or at least show the things that I can show that I carry. Yeah, maybe no, I think what he's doing is he wants me paying attention to him, not this stuff. I don't know. It's weird. He can be nowhere near me, and I can pick up and start picking, and he comes running. Hey, hey. You can't run away with the tools. You can't. No. He can be completely other room, and he just comes hauling. Yeah, man. I'll get him out there and show him off, and that'll be one I'll definitely show off with my preparedness group as well. See if we can't make you regret making them on your own. Ow! Son of a... Ooh, that hurt. Stop. You got to calm down, bud. Holy Toledo. Yeah, you said mine pretty dang hard that time. Holy cow, man. Fart blossom? Yeah, I think so. One of those little pocket cat sets, right? Oh. Wowzer, Rooney's, that hurt. All right, I had to put him down. Whew. Not permanently down, just down. Oh, dude, that last one really, he got me good. All right, who we got out there that wants to hop on for a little bit? It's like I was telling everybody earlier on, it's going to be a short one today because I have another cat that came home injured, so got to haul him away to the vet today. So as soon as they open up, I got a call, which they open at 9, so I won't be on here too long. Awesome. Good. I hope they sell for you. I hope they sell like hotcakes. I'm sure they will. You did a nice job. It looks like they look great. That cordage you're using looks like it'll be pretty sweet. I still need to order me a batch of that cordage. I think that'll be some cool stuff. Yeah, well, that's the last thing I need to do is train him how to pick locks. He already knows how to open doorknobs. So the only way you get privacy in this house is if you lock a door. So my wife wasn't feeling good. She needed to sleep in yesterday, so I had to lock the bedroom door to keep it. Otherwise, the cat opens it and lets the dogs in. Goofy cat. You know, I've always called him a Siamese. That's what he looks like to me. Some other people were saying, telling me, no, he's not a Siamese. He's what's called a snowshoe. I'd never heard of that for a cat, but he is a ridiculously smart one. Yeah, that's what you're showing on your video. It looks like it didn't take very long for that blue to fade either, which is kind of wild. But hey, as long as the cord just stays good, I don't really care. And actually, the worn looks pretty cool. Kind of gives it that weathered look and feel to it. That's one thing that might be kind of neat, which I mean, it would add a lot for you to try and do, but to acid wash a couple just to kind of get that kind of a look on that steel. But that would look pretty sweet. If you know what I mean. I want to play with maybe, I don't know. I'd like to find scraps to play with first, but somebody was telling me with the titanium you could use a torch to temper and change the colors, and it varies depending on the temperature you take it to. It'd be kind of fun to play with that and see if I could figure it out. I really want to jack these things up because, man, they're so pretty. Oh, man. I'm even struggling breathing today, so I'm going to have to find something to take. I think the wife shared with me her mom wasn't feeling good the other night, didn't want to be home alone, so she went and spent the night with her over there, and I wondered if she didn't bring the creeping crud home to us. Which is lovely, just what we needed. Man, I'm telling you, I am on the supreme struggle bus today, guys. Nothing wants to cooperate. I got the 6835 open, but my others are not working well for me today. Got anybody new in here today? I got a new guy show up last week. I need to probably just pick a day and keep it the same day of the week every week, but same point, I might just keep it mixed up. Never know. All right, sounds wonderful, P-dubs. Oh, okay. Ah, yeah. There's an awful lot to figure out how to do with those stats with that stuff, right? It's never ending. But that's part of the fun of it, I think, is figuring out and learning how to do these different things. Boom. Right. Yeah, having a precise heat source. Probably one of the hardest things is controlling the heat to get exactly what you need. That would be a bit of a challenge. I got cat hair everywhere. Where'd he go? All right. I had to hide the other pick, keep him from stealing it. Yeah, heat source is critical, right? And that's it's got to be, and you got to be able to keep it even across the whole thing. So I'd be hard pressed for me to find the right heat source to be able to make all that happen. Hey, Lock Chuck, how are you this lovely morning, sir? That's part of the fun, though, right? Is learning how to do it. It's part of the challenge, and I don't know. I enjoy that part of it, figuring out how it works and different methods and which one is going to work right for what it is I'm trying to do. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, and that's what I've heard you can do with these. It's not just horribly difficult. It's just a matter of controlling it so that because what you can do is apparently with different temperatures with the titanium, you get different colors. So you can actually color code your picks. I am here. I'm on the struggle bus in Faden and probably going to be hopping off a little early today. So it's going to be a little shorter one. But such is life. Things come up, things happen, things you got to take care of. The link isn't working. Why is the link not working? Well, let me refresh. Okay, retrieving. Sending you a new one. Try that one. Yeah, water bath. That sounds like a lot more work. I don't know. Maybe. I have to look at what kind of power it would require. I do have a variable power supply here. Just don't know if it would be enough juice for something like that or not. That I use for my ham radio. Droid Cam for me works really well. I've really enjoyed it. I can hop over. There's my camera. I can do it over Wi-Fi or a USB hookup. Right. And actually, I've been going to the camera and doing my zoom, but I learned here just a bit ago that actually in the Droid Cam, I sent it to you on Discord, direct message. But yeah, I can control the zoom, I believe, as well from my software. So yeah, it's awesome. Works really well. Yeah, the nice thing if I were to use that power supply is I can really control the voltage going in. Just be a matter of looking into it and see what it does. And try it out. Do you find the link over there, P-dubs? It won't rotate. I thought I could rotate it. Yeah, you can rotate it. You just have to right click on your camera in the sources and you can go to transform. And there's 90-degree rotations, 100-degree rotations, flip horizontal, flip vertical, fit to screen. You can make a bunch of changes to your camera in Droid Cam. Oh, good grief, go away. Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, it doesn't rotate on the phone itself. You have to do it through the software, and then that'll flip it for you. But on the phone, you can't rotate it. Or you're talking about so you can do verticals? Because I think, let me just hop over here. I'm on that camera right now. And rotate 90. But yeah, it doesn't rotate on the camera or on the phone. Maybe it could. I don't know. I haven't played with that enough. But you're probably right. It probably isn't there. Oh, that is weird. Inviting the guest who did that to you? That's bizarre. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody say that it's done that before. You're clicking on that the top link, not the Studio Restream, but the HTTPS Studio Restream IO/EQX. That should be all it takes. Valid link. Well, I can throw it right into this chat here as well. And try that link. Yeah, you've joined in with me before and it's never been an issue, so that's kind of weird. Good old YouTube, man. Says I cannot join the room. Well, what the heck are you doing to me, Restream? I'm going to try, I'm having it generate a new link. Maybe it just is not going to work today. I don't know. There's a new link. Maybe a Restream jacked up on me today. I don't know what it's doing. I can't drop out and come back in either just to restart things. If I do that, it won't, it'll end the stream and you got to start a new stream. Yeah, I've never had that issue before either. It's always just worked. I don't know what is up with Restream today. Well, same thing when you click it. That is weird. I don't know what it is doing. I wonder if I lose you, my apologies, but we'll see what happens. All right. Let's try it again. Try that link. I just reloaded the stream. And we'll see what that one says for anybody. Is that doing the same thing or is that doing something different? Oh, hey, I think we got a working link. Good morning, early morning for you. You got audio in there?
G'day.
Hey,
Yeah,
there you
right?
are.
G'day,
It's
how's
working.
it going?
That is
We've never had that sort of issue before trying to get on.
No, that was weird. I had to completely reload
weird.
the screen to get that thing to kick in and do it.
Yeah, that was unusual and different.
Yep, the joys of technology. You know, it's the way I always tell people at work. Technology is wonderful when it works.
Yeah, well, as you said, you're having one of those days, so,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just not leave the techie side out of that.
Right? Exactly.
So you just take it
Exactly.
in your stride,
Yeah. Like I said, I got to figure out where the heck the cat's hiding so I can take him to the vet. That might be the hardest part. I don't know where the heck he went.
He's he's in a lot of pain, so he's
Yeah.
gone to the darkest, most confined space, probably a wardrobe or under a wardrobe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I did a bit of digging before the meeting or before the call, so I'll go dig around some more. And, the funny thing is, he is truly my cat 100%. I mean, he came in, and I'm the first person he went to, and he laid with me
Oh, good
literally all night.
boy.
I couldn't move all night long because he was piled right into me all night.
Oh, poor little
So
darling.
yeah, and then if you touch that leg, he starts screaming at you, and
Yeah.
he's definitely hurting.
Yeah, sounds like he's either been bit and they're really hard for us to find. Just feeling it is really difficult to find a puncture mark.
Yeah,
Usually we find it in like 3 days' time when they can't walk and their legs swollen and it's become an abscess. And then
yeah,
oh yeah, it's a bite and then, off for injections. But poor mate, like he's copped it bad. Usually on the back of the leg, it denotes if it's a back leg, it denotes being bit.
yeah. And
Someone's
that's where
chased
it is.
him.
Definitely his back leg.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
someone's
morning,
chased him
Nola.
and nipped him. G'day, Nola. How's it going, mate?
I was
But I
looking
love your
for.
other cat. You had us in stitches. Like my wife just woke up at the right time, and I've tapped her on the shoulder and going, check this out, check this out, check this cat out, and we're just cracking up laughing at
Yeah.
1:30 in the morning on a Sunday, watching lockpicking with a cat. It's like, yeah, it ticks all the boxes for us.
Oh man, I tell you, and
Totally does.
every time I break these things out, he comes running.
Yeah,
He was
he's
getting
definitely a lock cat.
pretty anxious at it this morning, man. He was biting me pretty hard
Hey,
today. Little
oh mate,
fart.
he was determined. Those love bites were a little bit intense.
Yes, they were. He was getting after it. And I
Yeah,
don't think he's not trying to bite me. He's trying to get a hold of the pick handle, and it just happens to be that I'm in the way.
yeah, exactly. But it looked like he was like perhaps protecting you from it, like because it's a sharp pointy thing and it went inside the padlock and it shouldn't have gone inside the padlock. He kept trying to pull it out of the padlock and like it was harming the padlock when it went inside, and then he was trying to get the padlock away from the pick, so he's trying to protect the padlock. Like this cat's just trying to save people here,
I've got to
you
make
know.
sure I have all my stuff put away, or he'll find it and start stealing stuff. My wife keeps telling me to let him do it. I want to see where he takes it.
Ah, cat cam. You're good with cameras, mate.
Cat
Cat
cam,
cam.
that's right. Set up a
Put a
handful of
camera on
cameras.
him. Find out where his stash is. You might find his brother too.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, you
Yeah, and
could find all
unfortunately,
sorts of things.
we've got a unfinished basement that has an awful lot of stuff stacked everywhere yet from our
Great
move. But
hidey space.
who knows? Yeah, he could be hiding about anywhere. You know, I was just surprised, as bad as that was hurting, that he was able to make it over the fence because they jump over our fence out of our yard and take off. But
Hmm.
he
It's
he
lucky
managed
he
to
was
get
able
over
to
the fence
make
and
it
get home.
home. Yeah, it's good he made it home.
Yeah, I keep worrying every time. Can't keep those cats in the house, but I keep worrying one of these times they're going to get out and at least one of them ain't going to make it home.
Oh, that's always a worry
Yeah,
with
yeah,
cats is that if they're outdoor cats and they like to leave the yard, it's a risk. I've lost quite a few cats due to that over the years, and um, fortunately, when I met my wife, she had a I I met her 2 weeks after she got her first kitten, and so we sort of came as a package deal. You know, two new things in her life in the same month, and um, Yeah, so after about a year, the cat decided that, after coming over for, a couple of days a week here and there and stuff, and she decided she was going to move in. My place was better than her grandma's, and she was moving in, and she moved in on my back bedroom where the sun comes in, and I had laid out all of my crystal collection to charge it in the sunlight, give it a little bit of energy. And she moved in on that room. She laid on top of all of my crystals, must be about, I don't know, 50, 60 crystals. She just made a bed and laid on top of them. And she refused to move. And so she would get up, have breakfast and dinner, and go back to the crystals. And she did this for 4 days. Like your mum's got to go home, like you don't live here. And so she's gone, no, I've actually moved in, and you might as well just go over grandma's and grab the rest of my things. And that's the way my wife moved in. That's how it happened.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
the cat
well,
did its job,
16.
right?
Well, the cat knew what she was doing 16
That's
years
right.
later. I
That's
mean, her
right.
cat lived to 14. She died a year and a half or so ago, and she was 14, and she knew her thing, but she was a cat that I was extremely cautious about because I'd lost so many cats to, moving or them, getting injured in a new neighborhood because of, demarcation disputes. And with this cat, I thought, I just want her to be safe. I don't want her to get run over. I don't want other cats to attack. So I trained her on a lead, and I would take her out to my backyard as part of my physical therapy rehab and walk her around my backyard. And it was only a tiny backyard, but I only could do a little bit of it at a time. So we'd spend a lot of the time just, standing in one spot, and she'd be sniffing and waiting because there was mice in the yard. And occasionally when I was up to it, I'd lift a rock, and she'd think, oh my God, that's a mouse under there. And she'd chase and think it was good. So then it became a thing where she'd come and get me and ask to go outside, and then go to the rocks and go, oh, I want you to move the rocks. And it's like, oh, okay. I become a mouse hunter. I was the gopher. I was the one that lifted things and moved things. She wasn't a very good mouse catcher, but she enjoyed the chase. Let's just say
Yeah.
that. And
Well,
so yeah, she was great, but I was determined not to lose another cat to them leaving. So she was an outdoor cat. In the first few years, it was on the lead, and because we also travelled in the van, and I wanted to train her to travel, and so that worked well. And then when we moved into other house, she became this house. She became an outdoor cat, but she never left the yard. She wasn't one to jump the fences or anything. Even inside the house, she wasn't much of a jumper. She didn't jump on things. So that was really good. So I felt safe with her not wanting to jump. And
yeah.
so yeah, we were really fortunate. We had her for 14 years. It's the longest time I've ever had a pet for, and we're just so blessed. She turned out to be a fantastic companion cat. Like, she was there. Like, before I had Locksport at like 1:30 in the morning on a Sunday, I had Jezebel. I'd wake up and I'd rub her belly, and when it was like over 40 degrees, like over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I would get ourselves out some cold ice blocks, and we'd share an ice block, and at 2 in the morning, and it was we had a really good we had quite a different relationship to what my wife and she had,
Yeah.
because
That's kind of the way it is with this cat.
she lived
He's
my
quite
hours.
the character. Yep.
Yeah. And
Well, let's
your
see.
cat there with the pig, what is that, the pig eater's name?
His name is Gizmo,
Gizmo, of course. I mean, what? Gee,
right?
well, what do you expect, mate? You called it Gizmo.
Yeah, we don't feed him after midnight. We don't get him wet. No.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, they're trouble.
Oh,
Like, what do you
they,
expect? You set him up with the name.
we
He's
did.
totally
Well,
a gizmo.
the other one's name is Loki, and that's because he's a trickster. So when we got him,
Aha.
we were told it was a female, and as he grew, we're like, "Yeah, that is not a female." So we better change his name. Yeah, I got to
He's
give some
a
people
shifter.
here in the chat. Let's see. Good morning, Jack Rabbit. Glad you could join us. Snake. You guys
G'day,
harassing the
Snake.
lefties. You attack one of us, you attack all of us. So, yes, I was included in that. I've just been thinking about the right response for that, Nola. We need to team up on these jack wagons. We can't help it that we're the only ones in our right state of mind.
Right state of mind for the lefties.
Exactly.
Yeah. Better than having a left state of mind for the righties. It just doesn't sound right.
And then we have a third cat. His name is Tucker. And he's the one we call our special cat.
Tucker, because he likes tucking into his food?
No, he likes his food. There's no doubt about that. He is just a little bit slow, a little bit different. He takes everything in stride, but he's also about 18 pounds.
Whoa, that's like 9. Whoa, that's a big cat. That's the size of my Jezebel.
That's a big cat. Yeah, he is
That's a big cat.
He's a big old fatty. And the funny thing is, he doesn't eat any more than any of our other cats do. It just must be his metabolism.
Yep.
But
And
even being that big,
like,
we've got a 6-foot privacy fence, and he still launches right over it.
Oh, right. He doesn't hold him back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Newhouse says he should have named his son Loki.
Yeah, I saw that.
Newhouse says, remember, there is right and wrong. Just because they rename wrong left doesn't change anything.
I tell you.
True.
Some people's kids. Some people's kids. And the funny thing for me, well, and Nola's close, I think, to my age, is that was kind of in the days where, depending on where you were at, they didn't let you be left-handed. So it was always I had a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
I've got my granddaughter, she's a lefty.
Mm-hmm.
But they're embracing that. It was kind of funny. They wanted to take her and teach her how to golf. Well, they found a left-hand set of golf clubs. Then they're like, how the heck do we show her how to use them?
Yeah, we're right-handed. It's like, right? We need a lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I came from the school era where you were forced to be right-handed and you were ostracized and beaten if you were left-handed. Yeah. And that was by the teachers. Yeah. So back in the day when there was corporal punishment, we cop it if we used our left hand for anything. And me being me, I always wanted to, if one hand learnt something, I wanted to teach it to the other hand, but no, you couldn't do that at school. It's like they saw you doing something left-handed. Yeah. You cop the ruler coming down at you.
They kind of left me alone. I mean, they tried to get me to do things right-handed, but there were some things I didn't have a choice, right? So, like they taught archery. We did archery in our gym class every year. Well, they didn't have anything that was left-handed, so I shoot bow right-handed. I don't know if I could shoot one left-handed.
Yep. And it's like when you eat with a knife and fork.
Oh, that's confusing.
Yeah, I eat left-handed.
Yeah.
Which I used to get in trouble a lot for, but I just couldn't eat I couldn't use a knife and fork the other way around.
Yeah. Newhouse is saying he spent a summer learning how to golf left-handed. I don't know if I could do it. And I mean, I'm left-handed, but I've never had my hands on a set of left-handed golf clubs, so I've always done it right-handed. I don't know if I could do it left-handed. It would drive me crazy. So, yeah, I kind of swap back and forth depending on what I'm doing.
So can you pick right-handed?
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it picking right-handed, but kind of. But man, it feels so strange. The feedback of the locks is horrible for me. It's a struggle.
Yep.
I try to a little bit once in a while just to kind of get a feel for that. I know how to do it a little bit, but I am not good at it by any stretch of the imagination.
Newhouse says the old views of left-handed was a little messed up. They tied one of my great uncle's left hand behind his back to force him to use his right hand. Yep. That's exactly what they did in my mum's era, as well as, you know, the beatings. They actually physically restrained kids from
They
using
just
their
consider there was
other
something wrong
hand.
with you if you weren't picking that
And,
way.
you know, imagine if you're a little kid who's just starting to use your hands and that occurs. It's like, how traumatic. That is so horrible.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why we don't discriminate in lock sport. You can pick any hand that you want. You can even pick with your feet, you can pick with your face. We don't care as long as you're having fun with your picking and your lock sport.
I don't know if I agree with that, man. You did not see the video that Newhouse put out this morning. All right. It was a direct attack on lefties. I'm telling you.
Was it? I only went online just before and I was catching up on Chris's videos, and then I saw you were coming live and I finished watching Chris's video when you just came on live, and it was like, okay, all right, I'll hang out with Greyhound now, and but I haven't had a chance to watch anyone else's.
Where he
it was on Discord.
Out on his Discord server.
Cool.
You know, not that NOLA doesn't do enough stuff out there to kind of egg it on a little bit, but hey.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's all in the name, really.
Right.
It's, yeah. He's got,
poor Broke Picks, he got his 250 subscribers yesterday.
Oh, he did? Awesome.
But he's sicker than a dog.
Oh, no.
So he hasn't been on. He's under the weather.
Because you still got winter there, so you got all the winter bugs coming at you.
Yeah. It's getting better. Heck, we were up in the 60s yesterday, so it was nice out.
Yeah.
So with golf courses, it'll get nice and warm, and then we'll get hit with a big storm.
With golf courses, do they actually, like the course design, is it designed to primarily for one hand or another hand, like primarily for a right-handed golfer,
really.
golf courses designed for both hands?
Yeah, I don't think the course design would necessarily impact one hand or the other, but
I was thinking like where they place the traps and things like that, you know, like a right-hander would fall into this, you know, trap more than a left-handed hitter would, or I was thinking along those lines, if it made any difference.
I don't know. I'm not enough of a golfer to really be able to answer that one. You know, it doesn't matter where they put the trap. I'm going to find it. So.
Yep. It's like a magnet. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I swear I could smack the ball completely opposite direction. It would make a U-turn and head for the sand trap.
Yeah, it'd hit the tree, ricochet off, and come right back at you in the sand trap.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know, Newhouse over there trying to defend himself. Hey, it was only for NOLA because he tells me I'm wrong-handed. Well, you are wrong-handed. We can't help it. But it's like I said, man. You pick on one, you pick on all.
Yeah, that's right. United. The lefties are united. and they're all coming out of the closet now. Like, there's so many lefties out there now. You pick on
Man,
one,
it's
you pick on
amazing to
all of
me
them.
how many.
Yeah,
I
you
was
take on
truly
one
shocked.
lefty. Yep. And people are getting out and proud about it. You know, they're sticking it in their names, like Left Hand Loki. Left hand is in the name. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
lefties are getting a voice.
yeah.
They're no
I
longer
didn't get my
the
name at
hidden
all.
side of Locksport,
The hidden side, the dark side.
the dark side. Oh,
I'd like to formally apologize just to Greyhound. Man, I'm telling you. I don't know what Nola did to you, dude. Well, I can only imagine, but you know, it was all in fun, I'm sure.
come on. I haven't picked a 410 in ages, like so long.
I hate them. I hate those locks so bad.
It
That
took
thing
me a
just,
year to pick it. To learn
oh,
to pick a 410, it took me a year. I
yeah,
was given one, and I worked on that thing on and off for a year, and then I went to top of the keyway tension and feather light. So like I just lick my finger, wet it, and then touch it, and and the tension wrench would stick, and that was how light the tension was for that one 410 I had, and then it opened, and then I could repeat it, and I went, oh. You know, I was never doing, like being a beginner picker, I was never doing that super feather light tensioning.
well,
And
that's what I was saying too when I got to that Master 6835. I mean, you're just barely touching that tension wrench on that thing. Morning,
Yep.
Vector.
G'day, mate.
You just never know. You know, it seems like, well, when you first start, almost everybody's over tensioning. And then you start realizing you need to lighten up a little bit when you get to like the 1100s. Well, then you get to the pack lock and you got to go even lighter. And then, like I said, I grabbed out the 6835s and I got to go even lighter yet.
Right.
Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Is. So the 6835, is that the Pro Series?
No, I don't think it is. I don't know. Series 6835. It's like Master's version of the American 1100. I mean,
if it's Pro Series, it would say Pro Series after it gave you the numbers.
No. Yeah. And the weird thing is, if you go look at LPU shows these as 6-pin locks. I had 7 of them. They're all 5-pin.
Can you gut them and pin to 6? Yeah. Are they? Have they got a 6-pin core?
I don't remember. Don't ask me questions like that. Let's take a look and find out. I don't remember what it had for a core. I think, then I was talking to Broke Picks because he has a couple of 6835s, and he's done the same thing. All of his are 5-pin as well. Yeah, it's got a 6-pin core.
Yeah. So if you want it pinned to 6 when you buy it, you have to request it from Master Lock, or get the locksmith you're buying it from to pin it to 6.
Yeah, and I could probably run down to one of the stores here and find a 6-pin or a key for the 6-pin and repin it and redo it and make it a 6-pin.
Yeah, usually you can find that you might be able to get the 6-pin to ride off the tip of the key.
Yeah, maybe. That might be something to play with. Really nice locks. I really like them. They're pretty cool. Very neat feel to them. It's a much smaller keyway. So like I said, I had to go down to the 16,000s pick.
Yep.
But it's a fun little pick.
That's really thin. So you went down the 16th for the 6835.
Yep.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that keyway was so tight. What number is on the bowl of key? Like So
the
on
key?
these master lock, yeah, I know that on the master lock
Actually, it has
410s,
two
in the
different
middle
numbers.
of the key there, it has 401. That's the keyway. So where it's
Right.
written on the bow,
See, and this one has, let's see here. Let me change up my camera. It's got two numbers on the keys.
and the other numbers I've got, they're the numbers that match the lock. So
Yeah,
that's
see, mine
the
doesn't have.
identification as a, because it's a lot of lockout, tag out lock.
Change camera. So there you go. It says
Oh, yeah. Yours is a
1Z10G050
4000B. Yep. Yours is a
6000B.
4000B. Is it 6000? Say
6000.
6000, does it?
Yeah.
6000B. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So the
there you can kind of see
6000B
the keyway.
is the second iteration of the 6000 keyway. So it'll be slightly different to the 401, to the master lock keyways you've got
Yeah, it's
there.
different. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same as the 410s. It's that 401.
So is yours a 401? Because sometimes it's a 410 or
Well,
something
this
else.
this
Keyway.
410 is a 401.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, this other one's that 6000B. And as you can see, I mean it's a little tighter keyway and a little more challenging.
Yeah, it's a lot thinner. Yeah.
And yeah, I tried I usually most of my locks I use a 25 thousandths. I went down and I tried a 20 thousandths, and that was sticking and hanging up in the keyway as well. So I ended up
Oh,
dropping down to
really?
16 in order to get in there and pick it.
Okay. I wonder what mine is. I haven't even tried to put a pick in mine. Whoa, delicately balanced.
Jackrabbit's commenting on your lock pick, saying how cool it is. It is, man. I love the look of those handles. Those are neat.
Yeah, they're awesome. Okay, what's this one? All right, this is the this is me shiny. This is the Master Lock Pro Series. So the Pro Series will say Pro Series on it.
Right.
Focus.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that is the 7040, which would have which keyway? Oh, that's interesting. It just says focus. Yeah, mongrel. Focus.
It does not.
Come on. All right. It says has to focus so I can read it. It's so tiny.
So that says 27. Yep.
Yep. It says 27, which is weird. Yeah. Well, when it's written there, it usually denotes what the keyway is. So, and plus this is a heaps different key. It's tiny. It looks like a 4-pinner, but it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little 5-pinner.
Yeah, that's what these are too, right? They're just small keys.
Oh, that is tight, mate. That has got a wicked actuator spring. That is a heap of pressure is needed.
Yeah, these are that way as well. I think I took at one point. I grabbed one of these.
Pressure. That is turning my finger white just trying to turn that. Oh, nasty. That is full on. That if that flicks back on you and your finger's on a tension wrench, that's gonna dislocate your finger, mate. And there's no spring on the shackle, so you have to pull the shackle up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got lucky with these 6835s. I found somebody here in town was selling them on Facebook. I got 7 of them, all keyed alike, for $13.
Oh, that's an excellent price.
They were all brand new in the box, never been used.
Oh, wow. Great score.
So I've got some that I took a couple down and had my logo engraved on them, and I think I've sent one of those out, and I've given a couple others away. And I think I've got about 4 of them left. But that's what I figured. They were cheap enough. They're good. They're good giveaway items I can send off to people, new pickers, whatever it might be.
Yeah, that's what's good. Being able to score things that cheap, you can then add them to packages.
No, Newhouse was asking. They said normally the Pro Series have all standard pins. He was wondering if that one had any spools. I don't think you've had a chance to open that one up at all yet, though, have you?
No, I haven't. I should have a feel of it, shouldn't I? Oh, Now I've got it up.
And this one,
there.
this 6835 actually had a pretty good, I don't remember, I did a video where I gutted it. It had a pretty good set of pins inside of that one. I think it had some spools, some serrated.
So this is going to be like, oh mate, oh, that is a tight little Kiwi. I can't even get that. Well, the tension that fits in the 410s does not fit in.
Yeah, I had to go to a much thinner. I actually ended up, the favorite tensioner I have for that is the one that Brooke made for me. That one works extremely well in that 6835. Otherwise, I think I had to go down to, what, like 33 thousandths? My 40 or 50, neither one would fit.
That's,
yeah, tight little keyways.
It's not even fitting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I've rarely ever had to use any of my other tensioners. I don't think I've ever used these thinner tensioners, these top of the keyway ones. Because, you know, I look at them and I go, well, that's a bit bendy. Like, that's really thin. Like, was this one going? No, it wants the thin bendy one. Well, the thin bendy one with that intense actuator spring, this could cause an issue. Like this, I can see flying tension. I'm going to need safety glasses. I can see flying tension wrenches going on here.
I wonder if it'll be like mine though, and you use so little tension when you're actually picking it, you have to apply the tension to actually get the open after it finally pops. Because that's the way the 6835 is. You barely put any pressure at all on it to pick it. And then once you feel it kind of snap, then you have to apply your pressure to get it. So then you can kind of change up and hold the wrench a little better to turn it.
Similar to an American lock, really. You get that slight movement.
This master is way stiffer than the American locks, but it's similar in how you feel that pop, and then you can turn it and open it. But it's way stiffer core.
I might try bottom of the keyway to be a bit safer. That one is just sort of fly everywhere. Well,
absolutely.
Oh, losing tension wrenches. You're losing picks. That's why we have a. See, I need your cat to come and pick up me picks. I've got to train my new cat, to pick up me picks.
The problem is you probably never find them again.
There we go. That's what that's for. Oh, I've got my voice set up with Struth. Can't leave that in it. What's going on? Oh, mate. Oh, nearly done a mistake. Oh, I have done a mistake. I just realised I've left my damn it. I've left that like that. I've walked out. I've been trying to impression this, and it's just taken me forever because I can't pick it. And then I thought, I'll just try and pick it after I've tried to tension, blown 2 keys trying to impression it. And then I've obviously been called away, and I've walked out and I've left the pick in the lock, and like I hope I can get it back out. It's not moving, so I've got a horrible feeling. I have this thing where I can't walk past anything without knocking it. So knocking it, walking into it, banging into it, some part of my body hits something. So I'm just.
I need to figure out how to do that impressioning stuff. I need to learn how you do that.
Oh, that's actually wedged in there.
Because I've got a couple of locks I would love to figure out how to do that too. Because I have a couple that I don't have keys for, and it'd be fun to figure out how to do that and play with that side of it.
I've got some really awesome content on my playlist called Impressioning a lock or something like that. Or Impressioning key. It's called Impressioning, and a lot of the videos are from Rubber Band. Awesome impressioner, a locksmith in America who can impression the pins off anything really. And and there's some other lock sporters on there doing impressioning videos as well. It's worth checking out. It's a good resource.
Yeah.
So let's try now.
Well, I'm going to have to drop off here in a second so I can make my vet call. They open at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I want to get on them right off the bat so we can try and get that poor dude in.
Yep, for sure.
Because otherwise they get busy really fast because they're the only vet in town that's open on a weekend. The other vet that we have, I can do a weekend call, but they will charge me $1,500 up front.
What?
50,
walk
that's
through the
just
door?
to get you. That's just to get you in the door, and then you have the fees on top of that once you're there.
That's an incredible amount of money. Like,
Oh, it's insane! It is absolutely insane. They got bought out by a big. They were a smaller locally owned, and they got bought out by a big vet clinic, and they put in these just insane prices. And like, are you kidding me? How can anybody afford to bring your pet in with that?
You can't. That's
we can't hardly make a visit to the vet without it being at least $600.
That's
so. All right. Well, I got to call those folks, so I'm going to let you guys go. Everybody have a marvelous day, and we will catch up with you later. Let me know, Newhouse, when you want to try and do a live at some point. Maybe we can get on together and do a little playing as well later on. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night over there, P-Dubs.
Will do.
Thank you for hopping on.
Sleep.
Keep us in the loop
My
on
pleasure.
how it goes with that lock. I want to see you get it open.
Yeah, will do. Might end up doing a video now.
That's
All right.
right.
Thanks, everyone.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.